Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Grow and Glow, the place where stories remind you that peace doesn't come from being understood by others, but from understanding yourself. Let me ask you something. Why do you keep explaining yourself to everyone? Why do you try to prove that you're good enough, right enough, or worthy enough? We spend so much time trying to be understood, and in the process, we forget that peace doesn't live in validation. It lives in self-acceptance. Today's story is simple, but it will change how you see yourself forever. The story, the lamp and the darkness. Once upon a time, there was a small lamp in a quiet village covered by darkness. Every night, it would shine softly to light the way for travelers. But one night, a man passed by and said, "Your light is too dim. You're useless." Another walked past and said, "You shine too bright. You hurt my eyes." The little lamp was hurt. From that day, it kept changing its brightness, brighter for some, dimmer for others, trying to please everyone. But the more it tried, the weaker it became. One stormy night, tired and confused, the lamp flickered one last time and went out. The entire village fell into darkness. People stumbled and cried, but the little lamp was gone, burnt out by the weight of trying to please the world. The meeting with the lamp maker. Days later, an old lamp maker found the broken lamp. He gently cleaned it, replaced its wick, and lit it again. As the flame came alive, he smiled and said, "You don't have to please everyone. A light's purpose is not to be liked. It's to guide, even when no one notices." The lamp listened quietly, and for the first time, it shone without fear, not to impress, not to prove, but simply to fulfill its purpose. The darkness still existed, but the lamp was no longer afraid of it. Your life is exactly like that lamp. When you keep adjusting yourself to fit everyone's expectations, you slowly lose your own glow. You don't need to explain why you've changed. You don't need to prove your worth. You don't need permission to be yourself. Because here's the truth. Those who truly understand you don't need explanations, and those who demand them will never truly understand. Sometimes, silence is the most powerful explanation of all. Peace doesn't come when people agree with you. It comes when you stop needing them to. Philosophical life lessons 1. Don't let your heart become a courtroom for others' opinions. You don't need to justify your dreams, your choices, or your emotions. 2. Truth doesn't need to shout. Time will speak for you louder than words ever could. 3. Not everyone deserves your story. Some people listen not to understand, but to judge. 4. You weren't born to convince. You were born to shine. 5. Silence isn't weakness. It's wisdom. It means you've finally learned to value your energy. Years later, the old lamp maker passed away, but the lamp remained, quietly glowing in the village. One night, a child asked his mother, "Mom, why does that lamp never go out?" The mother smiled and said, "Because it no longer shines to be seen. It shines because it knows its purpose." And as the wind brushed past, the lamp flickered softly, casting a golden light, a light that whispered, "You don't need to be understood. You only need to be yourself." Thank you for listening to this story on Grow and Glow. If this story touched your heart, please like, comment, and share it with someone who's been exhausted by the need to explain themselves. And don't forget to subscribe to Grow and Glow for more healing and powerful life stories every week. Because when you stop needing to be understood, you don't just grow, you glow.